Hello gold farmers, welcome to another Golden Rod farming video. Today I'm going to be going over my weekly gold recap. This week I've not really posted a whole lot, but I did make a bit more than what I usually do whenever I don't really have a whole lot of time to post. A lot of my gold actually came from the rares and chest routes that I have been covering. I made about 30k off of those, and a lot of them are actually, or a lot of the gold is from my most recent ones, the routes in the Outlands. So if you want to give those videos a look, then go for it, because they seem to be doing fairly well for me. A lot of times I don't usually, I guess, get to sell transmog, and the transmog items that I've had a little bit of luck selling seem to be from the Burning Crusade. So if you guys just kind of want to give those a little browse through, you can. I will try to create a playlist for them, though no guarantees. I am a little busy today. The second part of this video will be me just kind of talking a little bit about how things are going for me in BFA and what I actually plan on doing and all of that. But the 30k is really about all I made this week. I did make, I believe, around 20 to 30k on my Druid, and that's just from selling odd and end materials I had picked up from a various amount of different places, no really specific place. So what I am doing in beta right now for BFA is I'm actually not really caring too much about leveling. I'm a bit more focused on looking for routes and just anything to really kind of get ahead of the curve for making gold and all of that. I've got 2 or 3 routes right now for the 3 new ores, and I am trying to figure out a little way to work on them, because if Blizzard kind of keeps the spawns the way they are in beta right now, not necessarily as fast, but if I've picked up on a little bit of a pattern, I suppose. Right now I have been able to just kind of figure out that there are a couple of spots that spawn ores such as platinum a bit more than other areas, so I consider that a platinum high area, and I'm wanting to kind of create the routes a little bit differently than what I can with the add-on that I have. So these routes will take a little bit longer. I do have one route done. I don't have it posted on my website yet, but I do plan on doing that here hopefully pretty soon, and you guys can just kind of give it a look. If you do have beta and all of that, feel free to just kind of test it out, but there's really not much you can do with it right now anyways, just because the game's still in beta. Things can change, but I don't really see the route that I've created changing other than the spawns. That's really about it. As far as herbs go, I do have a couple of routes in mind, but because I can't use add-ons or anything, it is a little bit more time consuming to create the routes. I'm not a master at paint or anything, so it is taking me a little bit more time to kind of craft those routes. I have to try and remember where I walk and all of that, and I have to test it several times to make sure that I am actually, I guess, going in the right path. Right now the routes I am looking for are just kind of low aggro locations. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know a lot of people struggle with gathering ores and all of that. There are things you can bust and all that you can apply, like in Legion, that will prevent you from getting interrupted, I believe, and all of that for gathering. I don't know all of them, so don't quote me on that. I know one's for your mount, and another one's for not being able to get dismounted and all of that, so kind of the same as what it was for Legion. As far as cloth goes, I've actually not looked too much into tailoring, so I am a little confused on how to get cloth. I've not picked any up yet, so what I'm thinking is you actually have to be a tailor this expansion to be able to gather the cloth, which is actually kind of nice. It's not necessarily nice for like what I'm doing right now. It's kind of nice to be able to gather the cloth even though I'm not a tailor, but just the concept of tailors being able to pick up cloth while non-tailors can't, I really do kind of like that concept, although it might destroy a little bit of gold making for players who are just kind of leveling or gathering other materials or something. As far as leather goes, right now I'm mostly looking for the heavy quest locations and all of that, so if you want to make gold rather than worry about leveling, you kind of know where to go if you're a leather worker or a skinner. One of my favorite locations so far is actually the Alliance side and side of the Dust Zone. I don't know the full name or anything, but there's a bunch of boars and they constantly stay up. I do have a couple of routes for those as well that are outside of the quest, the quest line and all of that. It's actually pretty interesting to see the amount of mobs that you can skin as of right now. It's just, it's pretty interesting. You guys will understand a bit more once I start going over them. And I guess I do have a bit of a question that I would really like a couple of people to answer for me. It doesn't have to be everyone, but when do you want me to, I guess, start actually showing these routes? I know now isn't a good time, but do you want me to do it a couple of weeks before, or do you want me to do it shortly after the game is released, or just what are your guys' opinions on when I should share routes? I mean, I guess I could do a little bit more. I could wait and then just see how the spawns work and change them up if I need to, or all of that. But then again, they could be changed up just here and there to begin with, so just let me know in the comments below what you guys think. That'll be all. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.